It's true. I do. I do. Um, and I think the biggest reason why is because she has this like unstoppable groove just like embedded into her soul. And I want to talk about it because it's very entertaining to me. Um, now, she's a bit of a shy person. It takes a little bit for her to open up to new people, but that does not stop her from literally like never stopping dancing. Whenever she gets a chance, she will just dance, she will just move, she will just groove. Um, and it's incredible. It's like a character trait that you see in like Disney shows. Uh, and I was watching Pulp Fiction with her very recently, and got to the scene where um, they were doing like the twist dancing, and she had to resist like every single urge to not get up and do the twist. It's like, girl, you are 21. How can you be this whimsical? Um, it's a magical thing. It's an admirable and magical thing. Um, she's just constantly like burning that fire, and that is it's very very charming. Um, another thing, just maybe a bit more funny, is that I'm often the one picking the music. Whenever we're going places, I'll play the music on Bluetooth. Um, and you know, she can be a little picky with music sometimes. Sometimes I'll play something and she just doesn't want to hear it right now, so whatever, I have to go find a new song. But while she is like complaining about the song, as soon as the lyrics come on, she will start singing it and like grooving, dancing. And then I'm like, are you sure you don't want me to switch the song? And she's like, yes, switch it now, do it. Do it now, do it. And she's still singing it and dancing to it. And like I can't I wish I had this amount of whimsy and groove in my life. It's such a good trait. It's such a good trait. Um she's always on the move, always bouncing. Um even just like always singing, like it's wonderful. It's wonderful and it's whimsical. Um I've gotten a couple comments on the series, which is quite strange. Um, I think one of them is from a bot. I think Zanzan on the first video is a bot because he left me a link. Left me a link how to make. He was like, this series could really do with a thumbnail. And then he linked me like what a thumbnail was on YouTube. So I think that is just like a, you know how like there's bots in Fortnite so that like new players can have this sense of like achievement when they kill players. I think that is like the equivalent for YouTube. I think there's YouTube bots where they could like bait new YouTubers how to be better YouTubers. My inventory is getting full. So I unfortunately don't think that Zanzan is a real person. But I got another subscriber, and I think someone else commented like, "Oh, Terraria always gets a like," which is like, I mean, it's kind of interesting that people are watching this. I really don't care though. I'm not gonna be making thumbnails. I'm not gonna be trying to come in with like a script prepared or take it any more seriously than I have been. Um, like I said at the first episode, slightest inconvenience, the series is over, and I mean that wholeheartedly. Um, and if I die as well, series is over. There's not going to be a follow-up or anything. Like, it's not. I'm not trying to make this some sort of like pillar in my life, like indestructible pillar in my life, where I'm trying to become a YouTuber and I'm trying to, whoa, I'm trying to like monetize it or grow the channel. Like, I'm just playing Terraria. I'm just playing Terraria, and I think we all need a little bit of homemade YouTube goodness in our life. I feel like a lot of YouTube is kind of becoming TV, where it's less about just like a random person behind the screen and more about like an influencer doing a big stunt or a big challenge. My girlfriend also watches a lot of like super clickbaity mainstream stuff on YouTube. And recently, you know, we were digging into our Minecraft meals, as you do. And we watched this one where it's like, guess the killer, or something like that. And it was like 4 actors. And they made up stories about like how they killed someone. And then one of them was real. And you know, I can't lie, I wouldn't watch that on my own, but I did kind of get sucked in. But after it was done, I was kind of thinking like, that must have been pretty damn embarrassing for the guy, because he spent like 30 years in prison or something. It's like a strange like self-defense case where he also like robbed the guy that he killed, like stole his car and shit, and he served like 30 years. And like now that's like being used as like a vestige for this influencer's content, and you know, like there was like 5 guys like sitting behind a table, and they were like asking people questions and like laughing it up, and it's like, I wonder if like deep down that guy was like, man, I fucking hate all these people, because like, I don't know, if I was in jail for 30 years, maybe he was numb to it. Maybe he was like, yeah, I don't care what these guys are saying, and yeah, you know, they probably paid him, so maybe it's not the worst arrangement in the world. But I don't know, I feel like if I was that guy, I would have harbored a slight hatred for these people who are kind of taking the piss at the last like 30 years of my life. I don't know, but it did drunk me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is all to say that I'm gonna draw you in for the next 30 years, because this is gonna take 30 years. This challenge is gonna take 30 years. The thing about hardcore Terraria is that you have to play extremely carefully. There is a lot of stuff that can just kill you for literally no reason. So, I only get to play 10 minutes a day, so I don't think I can make significant progress. I think this could be very long and end very unceremoniously. But I love Terraria, and also, like I said in the first episode, I beat a run of this game without using weapons, so I have patience. The Moon Lord attempt during that challenge took over an hour. Or the successful attempt. It took many successful attempts. And that involved reaching the spawn limit with flare guns, hitting his hands with the mechanical cart, and a world-spanning boulder trap arena. I have about a minute left. I just figured this episode I would try to, you know, make my tunnel longer. I think eventually what I want to do is I want to run a minecart down here. I think that would be cool. I do have some lead. I have quite a bit of lead, actually. So I think that would be effective travel. If I want to make any progress in this, I do have to kind of speed through the world. I think the physical space in the world is going to be quite a big challenge. So what I want to do early, I want to get the minecart thing going, and then I want to get the pylons going. Got like half a minute left. Yeah, I love my girlfriend. Yeah, life is good. Life is good. And you know what? Honestly, the haters are telling me to make thumbnails. Just shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm the YouTuber. I'm better than you. I'm gonna kill you.